Pritchard looks like he's got a bit of gas. Him and De Girolamo, the two players in the Canadian backline who look to have a bit of sprinting speed. Sweeney. That's poor ball. Scruffy from Wales, picked up by Morgan. No infringement though that time. Managing somehow not to knock the ball on there, Wales. Cooper. And this is good work for Wales. Brent Cobain. In goes McBride, presenting the ball again. That's a poor kick though by Cooper. Might work out for him. That's the 22. Canada desperate defence now. Morgan Williams gets it back to De Girolamo. Times cap. Can play scrum half, centre or wing. Captain of his country sevens team on occasion. So many of these Canadians come through to the 15-a-side game from sevens. They really use the truncated version of rugby to develop their men. Taken to the tail by Gareth Llewellyn. Ooh, and a big hit coming in there on Duncan Jones. But now Cooper, Cobain. All muscle and brawn, Brent Cobain. Wales trying to use him as a ball carrier. Here's Sweeney once more. Yeston Harris, he's looked so good. This time he can't get away through. Robin McBride tries to pick the ball up. It's Gareth Cooper. Gets the ball out to Martin Williams, the British Lion. He's snaffled up and not releasing the ball. And Canada take it quickly, but the referee's going to call them back, Chris White.
Morgan Williams thought he was off the Canadian scrum half. There's Martin Williams, just got isolated. Didn't have his support around him. Held on, hence the penalty.
Again, disappointing crowd here this evening. There were 40,000 for the New Zealand against Italy match, the first game in this pool, which was won by 70 points to 7 by New Zealand. Martin Williams was well wrapped up there. Hughes gets his hands on it. Got knocked forward.
Canadians looking very much like Wales did for the first 10 minutes. Just making a lot of errors. Their set piece isn't working well. The scrum's going back. They're not winning their own line-out ball. They can't spend any time in the Welsh half. And as I say, the front rows have certainly exchanged a number of ideas between themselves over this first 40 minutes, or 39 minutes or so, and this side in particular is collapsing. And Chris White, the referee, will not show a lot of patience about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, crouch and hold, crouched and hold, engage.
Well, there's all sorts of problems on this loose head side. Rod Snow, very experienced player, 8 seasons with Newport. Free kick to Wales, and Gareth Thomas trying to move the ball forward through Martin Williams and the referee. The whistle has gone again, not forward.
Well, Steve Hansen, the Welsh coach, would not be happy about that. They got the free kick. Again, took it in a contact situation. I think somebody tried to give a 50-50 ball, went forward, and it breaks down. As you look to the bigger games, and Italy's looming for Wales in the not too distant future, they can't afford that sort of mistake.
Morgan Williams, Pritchard hit hard by Sonny Parker. Can Wales take advantage? Here's Mark Jones. He saw the space behind the defence. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, it's been frenetic stuff at times. Wales have scored 2 tries, but they do now lead comfortably, and their captain, Colin Jarvis, will be a pretty reasonably happy man. Wales 20, Canada 3. We'll be back after the break.
Okay, well, I think we're prepared to go back to Melbourne. I think, are we ready to rejoin the pictures there? Teams back on the field. Scott, what have Wales got to do now? Because we're looking for bonus points here. That's always an attraction, isn't it?
we are looking for bonus points. We've got to get out there. You know, we've got to take the game to the Canadians. You know, win our ball, get it wide, and hopefully score the tries. You know, like Dan said, if the Canadians won't be pleased with the first half defensive performance, but we need to exploit that.
Are we capable of bonus points here today, do you think?
We are. You know, we've scored 2 already. We need to go out there now. We need to pile on the pressure. We need to keep it going. You know, the first half wasn't the best, but we need to go and get on and push for the 2 tries.
OK, second half, our commentator Jamie Salmon and Mark Robson.
After Sonny Parker scored that try, you could almost see the tension easing in the shoulders of these Welsh players. There were a lot of nervous boys out there at the start of this match, fearing a disastrous defeat, no doubt here, but it looks very unlikely now as Kerry Sweeney chips the ball downfield and gains valuable yardage for his side. Talking to Robert Jones before the match, and he said he felt it was a good decision to bring Sweeney in for Stephen Jones, that he feels, the 55 times cap Welsh scrum half and Lion, that Sweeney is the best out half in Wales at the moment. Morgan Williams to Bob Ross. Gareth Thomas, 2 tries short of Ian Evans' record of 33 tries for his country. And the referee says there was no knock on there, similar to the Rod Snow incident in the first half. Now Mark Jones is screaming for the ball wide on the left hand side, and here he is, the man whose hero is Ian Evans. And Williams going in very, very quickly, but the Canadians coming in off their feet, diving in, and it's Adam Van Staveren who is penalised on the halfway line.
Yes, one of those passages of play where the kicks were being exchanged, and I don't think the counter-attacking abilities of both sides is particularly good, to be frank. And there's Chavez, a couple of long passes. You know, the passes get there, but they don't commit anybody. And by the time that Jones gets it, there's 2 or 3 of them around him, but somewhat luckily get the penalty, in my view.
Another one of those short line-outs. Here's Robin McBride. It worked well for him in the first half. No knock-on. Mark Jones is in to clear the ball out for Wales. Now it's Cooper, and it's Colin Jarvis. There's a bit of a gap there, just outside the Canadian 22. Wales have numbers wide if they can move it. It's Kerry Sweeney who gets it to Kevin Morgan, and it's Gareth Thomas who's metres short. That looked to go forward, though. Yes, it did, as Gareth Thomas tried to release the ball.
Great pity, great pity. That's what Chavez is good at. These are the good hands that almost results in Gareth Thomas getting in the corner. Ooh, bit of a head high, but he was going down, I suppose. But just went forward in the tackle. But big scrum here. Can Wales dominate the scrum again?
Well, Canada have struggled in the first half on that far side, on the loose head side in the scrummage. This time it looked a little bit more solid and structured, and Bob Ross gets the ball away, who got the old late handoff from Colin Jarvis in the first half, which led to that yellow card for the Welsh captain. 34 years of age now is Bob Ross, not too far behind Gareth Rees's all-time point scoring record of 492 for Canada. What a servant he was. Robin McBride, this time it's short again.
Go on in there, you can have this far, I don't want you in there.
Yeah, I think he was saying that Gethin Jenkins wasn't in the line out at the start of it, in their 4-man line out, so he's penalised them with a penalty, straight hand penalty.
That's James Pritchard, the fullback whose family come from Saskatchewan, and Mark Lawson gets it to Mike James. Now Williams to Ross. Nick Witkowski made such a great break, if you remember, in the first half. That was Canada's one really penetrating run. No crossing, says the referee. A suspicion of it there. Van Staveren, help from Hughes. Better stuff from Canada. Morgan Williams gets it back to the tight head prop, John Teal. Ross, That's a one for Pritchard to chase. Mark Jones underneath it. Did well. And presents it pretty nicely too. Williams, referee, saying the ball is out. So play goes on. And eventually Canada get the penalty as Colin Jarvis, I think, came diving in.
Best passage of play from Canada for quite some time. Managed to get it through the hands, create a couple of phases. And decision time for Al Sharon. Is he going to kick it goal? Get some points on the board.
Corner.
No, he's going for the corner, which is a positive move. Go for the line-out, catch and drive from the line-out, I suspect.
So the pressure coming on at the start of this second half from Canada. As we look at the penalty decision again, Colin Jarvis it was, off his feet. Shows the interest of the respective countries. 30 reporters here from Wales, only 3 from Canada as they pick the ball up again. And it's Teal running straight and hard and fast. Good possession. They need it quick here. The ball's got to come back from there. And Wales have managed to disrupt it slightly. Morgan Williams tied up. Di Girolamo has to play scrum half. Bob Ross. They must go on the left-hand side. That's where all the Canadian players are. Josh Jackson, well tackled. And Wales turning the ball round, turning it over. And Canada, unfortunately, losing the opportunity there. And they really were in a very good try-scoring position.
Good defensive organisation from Wales, and it was... well, it was the captain, Colin Jarvis, leading by example. Terrific tackle earlier on in that Canadian move, and their defence got organised. From each facet of play, players knew which side of the ruck or maul to stand.
Clive Griffith, the defensive coach for Wales.
Do it again. No, he hasn't touched it at all. It's front rows. It's not your fault, lads. That's not your fault. It's between the half-backs. Get square, please. No, I want you straight. Get your head back. Stretch, hold, engage.
Concrete scrummage from Wales, giving Gareth Cooper plenty of time, but he misses touch. No excuses there. Pritchard, tackled by Thomas. Morgan Williams, little dart from him. He's tackled by Jarvis.
That's where Canada need a runner. Look, they're too deep. They're 5-6 yards behind the gain line. They're not organised. They don't know who's running to take the pop ball at pace. And before we had Morgan Williams running at Jarvis, which is not a fair battle.
Yes, they are taking the ball standing still, and that's not a good kick.
Yes.
Gareth Cooper takes it quickly. Yeston Harris inside his own 22. A lot of sliced kicks in this match this evening, under the closed roof of the Telstra Dome here in Melbourne. Seeded 7 matches in this World Cup. Very well taken by Cooper. Jarvis, emergency scrum half duties, gets it to Sweeney. Kevin Morgan. He's taking a bit of pressure off this Welsh defence, who've been a little bit beleaguered in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Quite close on position and territory, but Wales have been far more incisive when they had the opportunities. They've scored the 2 tries. Taken by Josh Jackson. Used a huge amount of the line out by Canada. Now you can see where the coaching work of Tobo Rodriguez comes into play, as well as in the scrummaging. He's been working hard with the pack alongside Dave Clark. Morgan Williams. Close attention from Colin Jarvis. On a mistake from Gareth Thomas. Winston Stanley goes in. The referee playing advantage to Canada for the knock forward. And it's become a penalty.
Well, hopefully Wales will rectify how they start games and start the second halves for their remaining group games. They really, I think, should have come out firing in the second half and look to get another 2 tries on the board to get that vital bonus point, especially in this sort of group. And now they've got to start from scratch again, because it's shades of how they started the first half. Al Sharon, how he's here, I just do not know. That right knee is cruciate ligament went 3 months ago, which normally takes a year to mend. And he's back 3 months later at the age of 27. Must be different cruciates in Canada.
Well, they are lumberjacks, they're hard men. Although the rugby league fans in this part of the world don't have much respect for rugby.